Time travelers, and welcome new time travelers. As always, if you're new to this channel and enjoy learning about history, one event at a time, not only from the US, but from around the world, then don't forget to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. Without further ado, let's get into it. Today, we're going to start out in 1543 when King Henry VIII of England wed his sixth and last wife, Catherine Parr. Moving on to 1862, when the Medal of Honor awarded for battlefield bravery was created for the U.S. Army. 1884 is when Italian painter and sculptor Amedeo Manalini, whose portraits are among the most important of the 20th century, was born. 1904 is when Chilean poet, diplomat, and politician Pablo Neruda, perhaps the most important Latin American poet of the 20th century, and the winner of the 1971 Nobel Prize for Literature, was born in Paris. 16 years later, in 1920, the Independent Republic of Lithuania, having successfully expelled invading Soviet troops, signed a peace treaty with Russia. In 1947, federal courts in Charleston, South Carolina, ruled that Negroes were entitled to vote in states' Democratic primary elections. Hitherto reserved exclusively for whites. 1962 is when iconic British rock band The Rolling Stones performed their first show, billed as The Rolling Stones, at a club in London. 1975 is when the island nation of Sao Tome and Principe had gained independence from Portugal. The following year, in 1976, the television game show Family Feud began airing on ABC, and it became hugely popular, in part because of the personal charm and winning banner of host Richard Dawson. The show continued with different hosts, including Steve Harvey, into the 21st century. In 1979, between games of baseball doubleheader involving the Chicago White Sox and the Detroit Tigers at Comiskey Park, disco records were blown up as part of a promotion dubbed Disco Demolition Night. Fans subsequently rushed the field, and as a result of the ensuing mayhem, the second game was forfeited to the Tigers. Democratic presidential candidate Walter F. Mondale put forward Geraldine Ferraro as his running mate on this day in 1984, making her the first woman ever nominated for a vice president by a major U.S. political party. The turn of the century, 2000, the Da Vinci Surgical Center, in which surgery is performed by a robot, operated by a surgeon using a computer terminal is used to remove a woman's gallbladder in Richmond, Virginia. The day after its approval by federal regulators, the system is more precise and hence less invasive than standard surgery and is more widely used in Europe. And finally, 2005 is when Prince Albert II, the only son of Prince Rainier III and Grace Kelly, formally assumed the throne of Monaco. And with that, we return to 2024 and our current history. Until next time.